Hi, Deirdre Macnamara here again. In this video for Microsoft Access 2013, we're going to take a look at how to create forms. So again, I have the same database open with the 3 tables in it, and we're going to create a form for the food stock table. So let's click on Create. And because forms can be quite tricky, I'm going to use the wizard and let it do all the work. So I'm going to click on Form Wizard up here. Now, the main thing to remember is to choose the correct table. So it's not the suppliers table, it's actually the one we started with, the food stock table that I want to create this form out of. Now here is all the fields that are available. Here are the fields that I have chosen. I can bring them across one at a time, or I can take the quick route. If I want the whole lot of them, I can just click on that, and that brings all of my fields over to this side, and these are the ones I've selected for my form. I'm happy with that, so I click Next. I rarely touch anything in here, just leave it at columnar and click on Next. Now up here we need to say what are we going to call this form, so food stock, and just so I know it's the form, I'm going to type in form in there. That's fine, that's grand, and click on Finish. And it takes you into the actual form view, and you can move through, and actually you're looking at the food stock table and you're looking at it via your form. So in here we've got plain flour. We can move along to the second record by using this button down here, moving along one at a time, or I can move to the very end by clicking on the triangle with the little line, or the very beginning using that first button up there. Now, I don't like the way that those underscores are displaying there, and maybe I might want to change the order of some of these. Maybe I might put food ID down the bottom of the form. So I'm going to move over into Design View. So I click on the bottom half of that button up here and choose Design View. Now, this is just a text box. It doesn't have actually any technical function, so I can have whatever I want in here. So food stock, and maybe I'll say an entry form. Entry form now. It doesn't quite fit, so I'm going to click away, click back on it so it turns yellow, and then stretch it out, and it should fit. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to create a bit of extra space. So I'm going to click and drag that down a little bit. So I'll give myself more space here, and food ID, I don't really want you messing with that, or my users messing with that. So I'm going to drag it down the bottom, and hopefully they won't do anything with it down there. Okay, so the rest of the stuff in there is fairly fine. The next thing I'd like to do is I'd like to put in a combo box for the storage area. So I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to click on that and just press delete on my keyboard. So I've got rid of that one. And instead of having that regular box in there, what we're going to do is we're going to put in a combo box, which is this one in here. So I click on that so it's selected, and I need to show where the combo box, I'm going to line it up with this line here. I'm going to click and drag and put it out like that. Now, we're going to get the information from the combo box by selecting this one up here. It's going to pick it up from the storage table area. So I'm going to click on Next. It's going to come from the storage table area. That's fine. And click on Next. And we'll take location. That's what we'll bring across. And this is what we've selected. And click on Next. Do we want it in ascending or descending? That's just the order. We'll just leave that blank. And click on Next. That's fine. There are the options available to me there. And click on Next. Now, where do we want to store that information? We want to store it in the storage area. That's where it's going to go. So that's fine. So click on Next. We're going to call it Store Combo and Finish. Okay, now its storage areas in here. Let's have a look at how that's looking now in regular view. So let's click on Form View again, and in here you've got the different options available to you. And you just don't have to type them, you can actually select them there. Now we've got a problem that our title is over here, so we can go back into Design View, and we can take this one over here. You click on it so that it turns yellow, and then you can move it over to the side. Oops, sorry. And drop that one back in like that. Okay, that's the end of this video.